Okay, well, if that is not just the crazies. So, the video I just showed you of the Matrix, it plays on other people's channels that are not, the copyright owners, because I took it off their channels. But if I try and use it, it won't play the audio. Okay, let me show you something. Y'all remember the Obama presidential portrait? Let me show you something. I'm going to make this real short. We can't use the matrix thing. It's not going to work. It's going to be a complete pain in the rear end. Okay, y'all remember that on the Barack Obama presidential portrait, I drew in all the leaves. Who would draw in all the leaves? And what it yielded was a Tyrannosaurus Rex right there. There you go. Right there on that side is a Tyrannosaurus Rex with its mouth open. And I've got it colored in right here. And on the other side is a sheep with the chrysanthemum as the tongue sticking out. I was in complete and utter shock. I was like, what in the hell is a Tyrannosaurus Rex doing on the presidential portrait? Let me see. I'd like to find and the cumulative sum of the image is a serpent with its mouth open, just like this serpent right here. And its mouth's open. It's got fangs. I drew this in kind of heavy just to make the point that those are the fangs right here on the top jaw. The bottom jaw actually comes down here. But let me show you something. Let me show you something real quick. I haven't looked at this folder in a while. Let me see if I can see. Remember, Michelle's dress has DNA panels on it. See? These are DNA panels. I'm going to show you again. These are DNA panels on the first lady's dress. Look right there. See her dress right there? DNA markers. What's she doing with DNA markers on her dress? Why is there an ostrich right here? Ostrich goes back to Egyptian theology. Look at that. There's an ostrich right there. That's not a hand. That's absolutely a really crappy hand if you're an artist. But let me show you something fascinating. Let's look at this image right here. This is an outstanding image right here. There you go. So there is a Tyrannosaurus Rex. There's the eye right there. There's the eyebrow, like the horn over the eyebrow. Horn over the eyebrow on the far side of the face. Coming down to the nose. Look, I even colored the leaves white that are the teeth. There's the open mouth, bottom jaw. So here's a Tyrannosaurus Rex and a dead sheep on Barack Obama. Let me show you something in the Bible. Genesis 1. Genesis 1. We already know that the spirit of Elohim, God's angels and magistrates, I want y'all to get this in your head. Elohim, the cumulative sum of God's angels and magistrates, moved over the face as the part that turns of the water's semen right there. So that's what the altar in the Catholic Church is. It's literally a bunch of angels turning into semen. And Elohim said, God's angels magistrates said, let us make man. See the word for man? It's Hebrew word 120. Look, it's Adam. But what's the root of the word? 119. Burning man. To show blood. Flesh turn rosy. What's the word? Adam. Adam. There it is. And again, I'll click on the word man. Look. So Elohim, the cumulative sum of God's angels and magistrates, said, let us make man. Adam. Hebrew word 120 from 119. Same as burning man. Adam, right there. Proved it. Said, let us create man in our representative figure, especially an idol. So God's angels, magistrates, the cumulative sum of them, said, let us make man Hebrew word 120, Adam, from Hebrew word 119. It means to show blood, flush, turn rosy, dyed red. And the word is Adam, man. Let us make man in our image. The word image means a representative figure, especially an idol, a vain show. Now watch this. And God and Elohim, the cumulative sum of God's angels and magistrates, blessed them. Look at the word blessed. Barak, like Barack Obama. Look at it. B-A-R-A-K. Barak. It means to kneel by implication, to bless God as an act of adoration. And look, vice versa, man as a benefit, because man is a benefit to them because it's a transmutation device. So to bless man as a benefit, by euphemism, to curse God, to look at this, to curse God or the king as treason. Wow. You know what's really fascinating? You know Barack Obama committed treason, don't you? Who do you think's behind all this crap with Mueller, Comey, McCabe, Loretta Lynch, Hillary Clinton, Russians, selling us all out, selling all of us out? He literally sold us all out. Barack Obama's committed treason, folks. No doubt about it. He's the one that orchestrated the lies that are going on in the government right now. So don't you think it's fascinating that right now, while Donald Trump's in there and all the crap is hitting the fan, so to speak, Barack Obama all of a sudden came out and he's telling everybody, vote Democrat. You know why? Because they don't want Kavanaugh to get in, because if he does, then you can get military tribunals to get all those that committed treason, all enemies, foreign and domestic. Why do you think John Brennan's telling everybody that Donald Trump committed treason? Because John Brennan committed treason. They're projecting on their enemies what they themselves have already done. Isn't this fitting that a bunch of angels that committed treason, that, insurrection in heaven, that this is going on right now in our government? By euphemism, to curse God or the king as treason. So back in the beginning of Genesis, it was a benefit, wasn't it? Man was a benefit because they had their transmutation device to transmute a bunch of angels. But now here at the end, it's not such a great benefit, is it? It's coming to an end. So let me show you something. Let me show you some images. Yeah, that's pretty wild stuff. Watch this. So here is Mr. Let's see, make sure I got the right one. Uh-oh. Let's see. There's a lot of pictures in here. Oh, right. Remember the back of Barack Obama's mother's passport application? What did it say? Barack Hussein Sobarka, Hakrab Eos. Hakrab means scorpion, and then Eos is the angel of the bottomless pit as well. Eos. Let's see. I got it all right here. I looked it all up. Let's see. Nope, wrong number there. Hang on one sec. That's Hebrew word 168. So Hakrab, because it was so Barka, C-B-A-R-K-A-H, it means in Hebrew a scorpion. So a scorpion, and Barack Hussein Sobarka, spell it backward, Hakrab, H-A-K-R-A-B, Hakrab equals a scorpion, and then Eos is, okay, sorry about that. And Eos was a Titan goddess in Greek mythology, daughter of the Titans Hyperion and Thea. She was the goddess of the dawn. The goddess of the dawn. There you go. Helios, god of the sun. The goddess of the dawn, like Lucifer. So again, Barack Hussein Sobarka, you spell it backwards, Hakrabios, scorpion, goddess of the dawn. I mean, come on, who could come up with this stuff? I mean, I just proved it right in front of you. It's like so crazy. So let's look back at that guy for a second. Let's take a look at this guy. that's out there campaigning. He doesn't want the Republican thing to keep going. And if you look at the look on his face, he looked like he literally go look at the speech Obama gave about how he's really responsible for the economy. Dude, when that guy talks, I get the most gnarly feeling. It's like it makes me sick because he is the personification of lies. He literally is the personification of lying. And when he talks, it's just like repugnant. It's crazy that anybody actually buys into his nonsense. So, anyway, there he is telling everybody vote Democrat because they're terrified. Look at the look on his face. He's in total terror. He knows what's coming. He knows what's coming. Their little treason party has been busted, but it goes all the way back to the beginning, Genesis. Man is a benefit, so he blessed them. So God, Elohim, said, go forth and multiply, and he blessed them. Barak. Man is a benefit, but it means to curse God, the king, is treason. Don't you think that's like 1 in 10, 100 million, gazillion, quadrillion, bazillion, illion, gillion, zillion? It's so crazy. It's like, and here we are watching this government thing just fall apart right in front of us. We got Brennan's, claiming that Trump committed treason. Brennan's as treasonous as it gets. You got Comey lying. You got McCabe lying. Loretta Lynch meeting on the tarmac with Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton's like, she's like worse than syndicate because she's got government protection behind her. Usually the syndicate, the mafia, the government can go take them down when they want. But if you're the syndicate and the government at the same time, I mean, what do you do? Yeah. And it's just coming to a head now, right now. So let me show you this picture real quick. Let me get back on task. Okay, here we go. Here's the Obama I'm a reptile folder. That's so crazy. Okay, let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. There we go. I'm gonna do some cropping and some. I need to crop these images, and enlarge them. But there you go. See the Tyrannosaurus Rex right here? There's the eye. There's the eyelid. There's the teeth and the open mouth right there, bottom jaw. And here's the dead sheep. There's the ear of the sheep. There's the eye. I'm going to change the eye color because the white eye doesn't lend itself to the image. And there's the tongue sticking out of the mouth of the sheep. There's the ear of the sheep. I mean, it actually comes this way a little more. I see it. And so anyway, so you have a half Tyrannosaurus Rex and half a sheep from the Garden of Eden, all right? That's exactly what you're looking at. That's the Garden of Eden, and you have a Tyrannosaurus Rex and you have a sheep. Tyrant Lizard King. That's what Tyrannosaurus Rex means. Now, if you were to have a battle and in the end you had a DNA situation where it was one DNA or the other was going to take over, which one do you think would win? Who's going to win this fight right here? Who's going to win that fight? I'll tell you who's going to win the fight. That's who's going to win the fight. It's going to be that simple. Why do you think the hieroglyph of Akhenaten and Nefertiti? Watch this. The hieroglyph of Akhenaten and Nefertiti. There is a hieroglyph that's 1,300 years old. It's a face. There's the eye, there's the nose, nostril. There's the top lip, line in the lips, bottom lip. The reason there's that space right there, it's also the female reproductive system. That's the entry point. It's also the female reproductive system. Look at the kid. Those are legs hanging out of the mouth of the serpent. Let's take the kid that's Akhenaten's holding. This child right here that Akhenaten's holding right up next to his face. I just colored it in real easily with yellow. It's a sheep with its tongue sticking out. There's the eye of the sheep, nostril, pink tongue sticking out, bottom jaw. and then there's the ear of the sheep. Here's an alien. There's the eye, the nose, the frowny mouth, the top of the head. I hate that header. I'm going to change this. There it is. So there's an alien eye, frowny mouth, long neck. The head and the neck become a penis, penetrating the vagina of this woman that's on her knees. There's her knee going out behind. There's her hip or buttocks, her leg going out from behind her body. Colored her hair yellow for blonde, put an eye there. There's the mouth. There's her hip. There's her buttocks. There she is being penetrated. And here's the offspring. You see the offspring that's a sheep? The head of the kid is an egg, just like Lady Gaga coming out for the Grammy Awards. She said, my performance at the Grammy Awards is about a new race of beings being birthed within the human race. Okay, one way you look at it, it's a sheep. The other way you look at it, it's a reptile. So let me show you the sheep first. I'm going to enlarge this image right here. I colored it in different ways for you to make it easy for you to see. There's the sheep. There's the not. That's annoying. There you go. There's the nostril. There's the open mouth. There's the tongue sticking out. There's the bottom jaw. Okay, there's the eye of the sheep, and this is the ear of the sheep right here. Okay, well, the kid's also a vampire. Take a look. See the sharp little teeth right there? This is the kid looking this way. Looking this way. There's the eye of the kid. The eye of the sheep is the same as the eye of the kid. But now the kid's face is over here, is open mouth. Fang, bottom jaw. So this makes the ear of the sheep as well. But now, as I reduce it in size, it's going to be a lot easier for you to see the sheep with its tongue sticking out. Now, watch this. Now, the whole thing, the shadow makes an egg. So the sheep is in an egg. So I'll take the sheep right here. I colored it all in white. So it's obviously a dead sheep. And I'll take the sheep and I'll put it over here inside the egg. Boom. Now, just by simply drawing your attention to it in a different way, because I'm able to think outside the box, because this is the spiritual gift the Lord gave me, that's the eye of a reptile. And there is the eyebrow, and there's the eyebrow on the far side. That's no different than Mr. Barack Obama. Let's see, right there. See, here's the full grown Tyrannosaurus Rex now. There's the eye, there's the eyebrow on the far side. Coming down the nose, there's the open mouth, the teeth. I colored the teeth white. There's the bottom jaw. And here's the dead sheep over here with the tongue sticking out of the mouth. Here's Barack Obama with a big sperm. That's the fang of a serpent. There's the sperm. There's the tail turning going down his face. And this is made by the shadow. So he's got two fangs. The cumulative sum of the entire image is a serpent. Eye, open mouth, fang. So the serpent's bite is a sperm, isn't it? Wow, that reminds me of serpent bite liquor that I showed you guys on the other videos. Go look at it. Type it into Google right now. Google images, serpent bite, Mickey fins. Type it in. It's got a serpent that's a sperm. Okay, there you go. So there's Mr. Barack Obama in the Garden of Eden in his presidential portrait. And half of him, there's a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex, and the other half is a dead sheep. Isn't that fascinating? That is the same darn thing as a hieroglyph that's 1,300 years old. And inside the head of the kid, right here inside of the head of the kid that the alien's holding is a dead sheep. And I'll just go take it and put the sheep inside the egg right there. I'll drop it down to here. Boom. And there you go. And there you go. So now inside the head of the kid, you have a battle between a reptile and a sheep. I wonder who's going to win that battle. I wonder who's going to win when it comes to the reptile and the sheep. We've arrived. Do you understand? Do you think I could show you that the largest halter in the world is a dead sheep and a bunch of sperm? Give me a break. Okay, so you know who Barack is? Go watch Barack's little speech where he's saying how he's the real reason the economy's good. The guy's delusional. And he looks like he just crapped in his pants. He looks so scared because the devil's come down to you in great anger because he knows he has little time left. That's what's up. And that's why the Democrats are losing their minds. They're losing their minds. They're delusional. The strong delusion has begun. They're projecting, they're accusing their adversaries of what they themselves are guilty of. And guess what? Judgment's coming, and they know it. They may not know it, in the front four part of their brain, but what's inside of them knows it. And they're reacting to it. And they're manifesting what they are, children of the evil one. That's what's up. Anyway, the Kodak thing is not going to work out. I've obviously been targeted. Oh, check it out. Look at that. George Bush. One of George Bush's paintings. Look at the sheep. There's a sheep's eye. Top of the sheep's head. There's the ear of the sheep right there. There's the nose, mouth of the sheep. There's the face of the sheep. And like, why would George Bush do that? So George Bush did the same thing as a hieroglyph that's 1,300 years before Christ. That's kind of wild. Let's check out Lady Gaga getting out of the egg. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's the same as, let's see. Let me grab that. That's the same as the kid's head that Akhenaten's holding. Look at that. Little baby reptile hatching. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, so now, I told you, this is a complete bust. The Lord's had me doing this for 16 years. If you don't think I know what I'm talking about, okay. Yeah. Yeah, Barack looks like he crapped in his pants. I was watching his speech telling everybody get out and vote Democrat. I mean I literally almost can't watch him because I feel that presence of what's running that guy is so evil and so wicked and so delusional that I get this feeling that's just disgusting when I watch it. I'm like, God have mercy on him, man. That's just horrifying. And the truth is, and I'm going to be honest with you, there's a part of me that pities him. And it's supposed to be like that. We're supposed to love our enemies. And a lot of people might get upset about that. But it's true. I feel sorry for him, man. I feel sorry for Hillary Clinton. I feel sorry for these people. You know what? But I'm not going to give them a pass to keep doing the same crap that they're doing. They don't get a pass, but I feel sorry for them. There, but for the grace of God go I. The only reason I'm doing what I'm doing is because I was predestined for it. And so I can't hate on them either. But I can be honest and say I'm completely and utterly repulsed by what they're doing. I find it repugnant. So anyway, Barack, let's look at that one more time. Barack, what do you have? A Tyrannosaurus Rex. Look here. Here you go. Here you go. Here's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Clear plastic layover. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Eye, eyebrow. Eyebrow on the far side. Open mouth. Okay, open mouth. There's the sheep over there with the tongue sticking out. What are the odds? Now, there you go. Does that look like what's on Barack's side of his head? It sure does, doesn't it? Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. Let's see. There you go. Isn't that crazy? What are the odds? What are the odds? What are the odds? And then you got a hieroglyph that happens to be 1,300 BC, and the kid's head has a dead sheep in it. I'm going to enlarge it. Watch this. There you go. Watch. Ba-boom. Let's size it a little bit now. Check that out. You see the dead sheep inside the kid's head that's an egg? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. See, look. See, look. Here's the dead sheep. Bam! That's same as Barack's presidential portrait. What the hell? So that kid's got a dead sheep. Now let's go pick up the reptile and put the reptile on that. Okay, we'll do the same thing with the reptile now. Watch. So I'll click on this. I'll click on this one and I'll grab the baby reptile. So we'll click on that and we'll hold on to this one. So okay, now watch. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Let's see. There it is. There it is. So you got a reptile and a dead sheep inside the head of the kid. And that kid represents every one of us. That represents every one of you. It represents me. It represents everyone. That's your condition, Cain and Abel, reptile and sheep. Why do you think Abel was a keeper of the flocks? Oh, yeah. The other one was a tiller of the ground. What's below ground? Never thought about that, did you? Yep. This is some heavy stuff, folks. Okay, anyway, I'm just going to leave it at that. Sorry that the codec didn't work out. I'll get it going and I'll try and find a way to convey all this data to you without me just like freaking out. Isn't it just amazing? Amazing data. Amazing. The Bible says knowledge from God, nothing you desire can compare to it. Nothing. There's nothing you can desire that can compare to it. I know where to find knowledge and I know where to find good judgment. It's all from the Lord. Amen. All right, guys.